Hey everyone, so today we are going to make bacon jalapeno deviled eggs. And of course my camera was sideways for this, but what you're going to need is just hard-boiled eggs, bacon, and a jalapeno. I took the easy way out and got pre-made hard-boiled eggs. What you see me doing here is just de-seeding and demembraning the jalapeno. What you're going to want to do is soak your jalapeno in white vinegar, 1/4 white vinegar, 1/4 water for about 15 minutes. That just removes some of the heat, but that's totally optional. You can just use the jalapenos as is. The next thing you're going to want to do is cut your eggs in half and remove the yolks. So we are just taking a knife and gently pressing through the egg so that it is a clean cut. It doesn't really matter if it breaks the yolk, but you don't want it to break the white. While you're doing that, you want to cook some bacon. I have about 3 to 4 pieces of bacon in there, and just have that cooking while you're preparing your eggs. You're going to scoop the yolk out of the eggs, which is the yellow part, and put it into a bowl. Next, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, whatever kind of mayonnaise that you want. I like the olive oil mayonnaise from Kraft just because it's a little bit better for you. Now we're going to add a little bit of black pepper and salt to taste, just whatever you prefer. And we're just going to mash and combine all of those ingredients together. I did end up having to use a hand mixer after this. I didn't record that, but if you like yours a little bit chunky, then you can just use the fork, but I like mine to be really smooth, so I did use the hand mixer. And next we are going to just chop up our bacon, probably 3 pieces of the 5 that I cooked. I ended up using my kitchen scissors just because bacon is a little bit too crispy to use a knife, and I'm chopping up into little tiny like 1/4 inch sized pieces to go directly into our eggs. The remaining bacon that we have left is actually going to be a garnish for the top of the eggs. Now we're just going to get our jalapenos out of the water and vinegar mixture, and we're going to dry them completely. You want to pat them dry so they don't have any moisture left in them, and we're going to just chop them up into about the same size pieces as the bacon. You only want to use half of the jalapeno actually in the deviled egg mixture, and the rest of it's going to go on top as a garnish with the rest of the bacon. Jalapenos can be a little bit difficult to cut. As you can see, I'm struggling with it, but once you're finished cutting them all up and chopping them into little tiny pieces, you're going to combine all of that together and mix it together with your yolk mixture again. Just excuse my dad, he's painting in the background. So we're going to mix all of that together and then chop up the rest of our jalapeno and the rest of our bacon for the garnish. Another option for this recipe would be adding a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese. So it could be cheddar bacon jalapeno deviled eggs instead. I decided to not put the cheese in this time. I actually just prefer the taste of bacon and jalapeno together. There's really just something about bacon and jalapeno that is a really good combination. Next, we're going to put all of our yolk mixture into a little Ziploc baggie so that it is easy for us to pipe into the eggs. You're going to want to cut a little piece off of the end, but it's going to need to be big enough so that the jalapeno and bacon can actually fit through. Then you're going to pipe the mixture into the emptied white of the egg. And last but not least, we're going to add our bacon and jalapeno right to the top of the eggs, what is left of the bacon and jalapeno as a garnish. And it's going to go on every one of the eggs. Just kind of arrange it in a way where you can see the bacon and jalapeno, make it look really pretty. If you're taking it to a Christmas party, this is great, or for just a snack. This is pretty high protein. It is 8 grams of protein for 1 whole egg, so 2 halves, and they are absolutely delicious. What you see me doing here is just arranging them nicely on a plate. You can use a plate or a platter, whatever you want to do. These are absolutely fantastic as a finger food for parties, and that's what they look like. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this recipe and look for more coming soon.